Welcome, everybody, to another episode of IncCast, recorded live here at Comic Depot, the satellite headquarters for Fanboys Incorporated. Standing next to me is Mr. Joe Nub.
Just inside Saratoga Springs at 514 Broadway to meet all your fanboy needs.
Is that where you're located? Is that where you are personally located?
Right now, yeah, I am. Emotionally, I'm somewhere else, and sitting to my left is DW.
Emotionally? What?
I'm just kidding.
Well, maybe we should talk about that. You are a little emotionally distressed right now.
I am. And why is that?
Let's get into some toy news right off the bat here. Wah, wah.
The saddest toy news you'll ever hear. So Albany Comic Con was this past Sunday. We had a great time down in Albany, and one of my there's a dealer down there who deals in vintage Transformers toys, and so he has this sweet 1984 Transformers Mirage action figure. You know, one of the original characters for the 1984 lineup. Pretty expensive, pretty rare, pretty hard to find, because I guess apparently this figure breaks in the same spot for a lot of people, the waist. So this thing is 100% complete, has the sticker sheet that's like unapplied, haven't put the stickers on, it's super clean, super nice, all the weapons are nice, the chrome is still on there, it hasn't been worn off.
And that's what happens.
And so I get home that night, and I'm just transforming him a couple times, and I'm just transformed a robot, and I'm about to transform him back and just put him away in the display case and pretty much just keep him there forever.
Right.
And the waist, snap, oh my God, this thing broke in half. And my heart just sank.
How is it put together?
Well, that's
is it just one little single?
That's the funny thing. Yeah, I mean, if you look at this thing, I'm examining it after I broke it, and I'm looking at it. Even now, I'm looking at it, and look at that, man. Like, look at that. How does that
cheesy
waist piece
we'll
turn?
Take pictures of that. We'll put that on our page just to show how.
Yeah.
Now this is from 1984.
I wonder if Hasbro, if I contacted them and say, one of your products is defective.
Here's the prototype.
Granted, it's from 30 years ago, but I'm hoping that we can make an exception. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, right.
So anyways, that was my
Wah,
low
wah.
point. I know. So this is actually...
guys, it'll be on Joe Nub's eBay page for $40 a half.
Will be. $40. Yeah, that's right. I'm selling it at 2 different auctions. So that's my non-pick of the week is Transformers Generation 1 Mirage.
Nice. Now, but we were just, as you said, at the Albany Con this past weekend.
Ton of fun.
Great turnout, even with all the other cons that were going on. I think everybody had a good turnout as far as all the other cons. There was enough to go around a little bit.
How'd the Reed Pop one in Manhattan do?
Who cares?
Nice.
No. I guess it went pretty well. I know the New York Comic Fest, I was talking with Mark McKenna, it went very well. Fred Penbeck was there as well, said it was a great turnout. And you always have fun at a Cliff Galbraith con. There's always fun. Him and Rob Bruce. The turnout was good, I think. And for Albany, I want to say the turnout was great. I think, once again, maybe bigger numbers than before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know a lot of the artists said that it's one of their best days they've had at Albany Comic Con, so that was really cool for them.
Good.
Our panel went well. You guys will be able to hear that next week. Yep. We'll have that up. It was the Creator Spotlight panel with Ron Mars, Joey Esposito, and Mr. Mark McKenna.
It was nice, too, because the panel, I mean, the place was packed in there. I mean, there was even a couple people having to stand up in the back, so that was nice. And it just goes to show that
we do well.
The con is, the con is growing, too.
Yes.
Yeah, I think John says that the Albany Convention grows just a little bit every year. Is that correct?
Yes, but he was concerned too that there's so many other cons coming out that weekend that it would be hard to spread out. I mean, we had you had New York, then you had one a little bit closer in White Plains, and one in Long Island as well. So that does. I mean, people will drive. I know people went from up here down to the New York one. Of course, it's a 4-hour drive. White Plains is about 3 hours or so. So they will travel. So, if people are down south, we'll travel 3 hours up to us as well, up to our con.
Yeah.
So, it spreads people out. So it's a little difficult, but it went well. I think.
What was the highlight of your convention experience? I mean, we saw lots of old friends. Besides the artists, we also saw just just people. The fans that.
I think the dinner after.
Yeah, the dinner. It was a good dinner.
Yeah, it was a good dinner.
What'd you have for dinner?
Only because this is the first time that I've actually been able to go to the dinner. To give you guys an idea, John puts on a dinner for the guests at the con afterwards, and we had a sushi. So it was just bringing sushi, wonton soup. They were just bringing courses right to the table.
Bombs.
So I was hanging with Richard Clark, Nicole Jelnick, Matt Dow Smith at our table. A couple of the fans too, because if you are a VIP guest or VIP ticket holder, you come to the dinner, so you get to hang out with creators and the guests as well. So it was fun. There was probably about 50 of us or so.
That's cool.
So it was
and
really
Jason
fun.
Moore got to go to the dinner as well.
Yes, he did get to go.
Big ups
so that
to
was
Jason
fun.
Moore.
Yeah.
He came out again to see us and hang out.
Even though he fell asleep in the panel.
Oh yeah, that was too funny, man. The kid drove out.
He got up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. It got into Albany at 7:30. I'm like, dude, you could have slept an extra hour.
Probably like an extra several hours. I mean, the thing.
Well, we usually try to get there at around 9 and have breakfast and stuff before.
And all he had that day to eat was a
Slim Jim.
Was a Mountain Dew and a Slim Jim that Cable gave to him. Thank God.
Cable walks in and gives him.
We saw Cable. We saw Blink.
Yeah.
Wolverine. Scarlet Witch was down there.
Scarlet Witch. Yeah. Deadpool.
Yep. Those great group of.
You can check out the video too.
Exiles.
Yes. You can also check out the video over on our YouTube page if you want to listen to that part of the podcast. It won't be recorded and put up as usual. It sits on our YouTube page. Check that out. And that was about an hour and a half or so.
It's about an hour.
Yeah, so you'll get to see the
exclusive
characters.
content on our YouTube page.
Yes, exactly. We did
cool.
some trivia. Everybody loves the trivia. Doctor Who, he finally won some stuff. I forgot his name. Was it Mitchell? Yeah. He came 2 times before and didn't really get anything. But yeah, we got him good. He had to phone a friend. He did well.
I was impressed. There was 2 young girls that knew their classic trilogy Star Wars stuff.
You had to really dig deep into the database.
I know, because I think one of the questions was she was like insulted, like, come on, it was pretty much like, what's his last name? Han Blank. And she's like, you got to be kidding me. But we did stump her, and it was cool. Yeah, they were there with their dad, and
they were cosplaying too, weren't they?
Yes. Yeah, one of them was Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay.
By the way, if you've never seen that movie, it was a really good movie, man.
Okay.
Really good. If you're a gamer, you'll love it. And I don't know what the other girl was dressed like. But, yeah, that was cool. And something else I was thinking about.
While Joe is thinking, we're also live tweeting, so if you have any questions for us, tweet us at Fanboys Inc.
Okay. Glenn McCaffrey is tweeting in. It says, what is Joe thinking about?
No,
I don't remember.
Nice.
We
got some news. We got some news while you're still thinking of whatever you were going to say.
Wow.
We did mention this, but rest in peace, Mr. Casey Kasem.
Casey Kasem, that's right.
Shaggy, Robin.
Yeah. He was also Cliff Jumper and the voice of Teletran 1 on the original Generation 1 cartoon Transformers show.
Sad to see him go. I mean, just even before cartoons.
No, that was Scatman Carruthers.
Joe is answering a question from one of the customers here at the Comic Depot, just inside Saratoga Springs at 514 Broadway, to meet all your fanboy needs.
All right, I swear to God. All right, we can't say it for the rest of the pod. That's a rule. All right, drink every time.
But Darren won't pay us.
Let's have a drinking game. Drink every time.
We say it.
DW.
Like who in Whoville? You ever do that drinking game?
You're
like shit faced in like 5 minutes. The Grinch was stole Christmas.
Which one? The Jim Carrey version?
No, the classic
Chuck
original.
Jones. Yeah. I'll drink to that.
You're done in 5 minutes. You're
right.
Like, whoa.
Right.
You're buzzing. You don't even know. You passed out by like 10 minutes in.
That's funny.
But yeah, Casey Kasem. I mean, even before the cartoons, I was listening to him on his radio show. That's how I grew up. My parents listened to him, so I grew up as a little kid.
Ever listened to the radio in the 80s and 70s and 80s? I mean, that was
like a Saturday. I want to say it was a Saturday or Sunday morning countdown, music countdown, and then he would do his dedications.
Oh, man. Yeah.
What was it? Reach for the sky, but keep your feet on the ground. Something like that. But yeah, the dedications and just the top 10 Billboard chart countdown and play the music.
Right.
So that's what I grew up. I mean, I still remember. Wow, I'm dating myself. Listen to Wolfman Jack.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He was still around. It was on his last leg, I think, literally, when I was listening to him. But those guys were great. I think he even did some voice acting as well for maybe a couple cartoons. I'll have to double check that, but I do believe that he was doing some voice acting. But Casey Kasem, huge person in personality in the pop culture field. I mean, nobody remember. It's funny because we were talking about that at the con. People were like, he did Shaggy? Like, how could you not know? I mean, but everybody, you can tell that people were watching Super Friends because all we know he did Robin.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but Shaggy? How you got to know? I mean, Shaggy was awesome. I mean, even in the Harlem Globetrotters cartoon.
Which one?
They always had the team up, so it was a Harlem Globetrotters.
The Batman and the Robin.
Batman and Robin,
Harlem Globetrotters.
Scooby-Doo or whoever, but yeah. So So that's sad to see a pop culture icon like that pass away. What else you got?
It
there,
is.
sir?
Well, I was gonna. We can counter that with the
A
celebration.
birth? A birth?
No. But a happy birthday to Steven Sansweet. He turned 69 last week. He is the Guinness record
We're
holder.
doing birthday shout-outs now here on IncCast?
Birthday record holder for the largest collection of Star Wars memorabilia. He's also the president and CEO of Rancho Obi-Wan. And I mean, Steven Sansweet, he has been head of fan relations for Lucasfilm for many years, and he's also the co-author of 16 Star Wars books. I mean, he is the fan. I mean, he is the epitome of the #1 Star Wars fan. Okay. So happy birthday to Steven. 69 years, and here's to 69 more.
Well, let's keep it in tradition. If you got a birthday out there, tweet us, and we'll shout it out here on IncCast.
Stanley is tweeting us right now.
It's not his birthday.
Not for him, though, but for his dog.
His dog. Nice.
So you got any news today, buddy?
I got a few things.
What do you got, big man?
Cartoon news, since we're talking about Casey Kasem.
Oh, the Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Miles Morales makes it into the Ultimate Spider-Man starting August 31st. It's Ultimate Spider-Man Web Warriors. I can see the toys now.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just thinking of different web shooters or different, it's going to probably be 3 3/4, probably, I would assume. Probably.
Could be, maybe.
And the regular ones and probably more kid-oriented sculpt, probably, I would think.
Well, yeah, they did have an Ultimate Spider-Man line, I think last year or 2 years ago. Yep. I forget at this point, but I think those figures actually stood 5 inches tall.
Okay.
Yeah, various characters from the TV show, including Nova.
Yes.
Yeah, very kid-friendly.
That's huge. I think that's going to be huge merchandising for them. But Miles Morales is one of many new Spider-Men that will be coming into the series, and it starts August 31st.
That's right. Yeah, the promotional image is very akin to the new Spider-Verse series, which will be coming out this November with Dan Slott.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna Spider-Girl, and then there's
there's 2099 in that
image.
Yeah,
Spider 2099.
And two other ones that I don't know.
Yeah, like one guy's in Spider armor.
Oh, there will be a new Iron Spider.
Yeah, I did see that, and Spidey's also going to be teaming up with the Avengers on the new season. We're also going to see Agent Venom.
Oh, he's not
Agent
teaming
Venom.
Up. He is
he's
member.
joining the Avengers.
Yeah.
We'll see Agent Venom, Amadeus Cho, Cloak and Dagger, and Kazar.
And New Warriors.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Sweet.
They will be bringing in more of the New Warriors team.
Cool. I like New Warriors.
It's funny. And I mentioned this a few pods ago, saying as you watch the cartoons, you see a lot more of the marketing for the movies. Like we saw, there was a couple episodes of The Collector. There's a couple things. Agent Venom is really cool to see. But as The Collector, you see these B-list characters or villains or whatever come in the cartoons, but then you start seeing them like promoting in the movie.
Well, I think it's a cross promotion.
So could we see? Could this be a hint? Because we've heard rumors of Sony giving back Spider-Man. Could we see, because now he's actually officially teaming up in the cartoon, could we see that step, you think?
Possibly.
That'd be interesting that we heard this news a couple weeks ago that it's possibly playing with each other, playing well with each other in the sandbox with their characters.
Right.
Whether it be a mutual deal or Marvel buys back Spider-Man, brings him back home. I'm wondering if this is like just a hint of what might be. I think it'd be interesting. It's cool to finally see him part of the Avengers. He has been in the books.
Yep.
So that'd be really cool to see that. I'm excited for it. It's one of their top-rated cartoons right now on Disney XD.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's great. It's doing a lot better than Hulk Smash. Hulk Smash just came out with a new one. This is the weird thing. The last new one was in.
Aren't the Inhumans showing up in that, or are they showing up soon?
No, they showed up this past Saturday. Black Bolt, Medusa.
Gorgon, Triton, Karnak,
correct.
Lockjaw.
Yeah, and it was funny that it was cool finally to see him teleporting, whatever, and you have Scar. He's like, "Oh, puppy, ooh," and he's like petting when he's playing with Lockjaw.
Scar, the son of the Hulk character, yeah.
That's not doing as well, but it's not being consistent. I mean, it went almost a month without another episode. Huh. The episode before it was episode 21 with Deathlock.
Oh.
And it's traditional Deathlock, not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
So
Deathlock.
Cyborg Deathlock.
Yeah.
Good.
So it was really cool. And they were fighting the Skrulls. So yeah, it was kind of cool. He came back from the future to kill off the Skrull invasion.
Save the planet.
Save
his future.
Yeah, save the planet. So big cartoon news. I think that's really cool. I think it's going to work well. Great way, like you're saying. In November, you got Dan Slott's Spider-Verse coming into play.
Yep.
Spider-Man 2099 comes out in July. Yep. So it's really pushing Spider-Man. It's funny how it's not doing well in the movies, but as a comic book character, he's an icon anyway. But now they're just really pushing the hell out of it. And I think that's kind of cool. I think that's really cool.
A little more cartoon news as well. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles gets picked up for a 4th season. There'll be 20 new episodes on Nickelodeon.
Don't like it.
And Seth Green joins the cast.
Nice. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I've watched it.
I've seen an episode or two. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah. Seth Green, really?
Yeah.
So he's going to do Turtles and Hulk. No shit.
He's on the Hulk as well?
Yeah, he's A-bomb.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And do you know who She-Hulk is?
She's Bruce Banner's cousin. Thank you. No, but seriously, what's the voice?
Alicia Dushku. Yeah. So they're getting some big name actors in there for that.
Yeah, but really, I mean, are we calling Alicia Dushku a big name actress anymore? She was on Buffy back in when.
She is in my bedroom. Oh, sorry.
Oh, boy. I wish you guys could hear me shaking my head right now.
Is that your head? Which head?
I wish you could hear me shaking my head right now. Jesus.
Once again, which head?
So let's see.
More. Shake it.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Also, August 8th is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle live-action movie. Michael Bay's TMNT hits the theaters. August 8th.
I'm sure visually it'll look amazing.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to go see that one, but I am getting excited for Transformers coming up this month to 27th. That one, I'll go see in the theater.
I think I'll go see that one.
I didn't see the 3rd one in the theater, but I will go and see this one.
I think so. I will. I mean, I've seen them all in the theater. I'll go see it.
I like Marky Mark.
Mark in the Funky Bunch.
Yep.
Getting back on the Turtles. I won't probably go opening weekend, but I will go see it on the big screen. We were talking. I was talking to a couple fans at the Albany Comic-Con talking about the Turtles and Kevin Eastman in the original look, the grittiness, the original acting, or from the first two. First two?
Wait, are we talking the ones from the 90s?
Action, yeah. The first two or three?
There were 3 of them.
Okay. And then the cartoons. And then we were talking about what they asked me what I thought the look of these Turtles, how I like this look. I like it. It's grittier. They're a little bit more serious.
Yeah,
they're a little bit more serious. A little too tall.
Maybe.
People said that they didn't like the nose features or whatever when they took the mask off or whatever. And I know when they first started talking about the news of the Turtles that they were going to be aliens.
That had people up in arms.
And I'm wondering if they still used the original design concept but just got rid of the alien part. And then it would make sense, right. Is it more of an alien type thing?
Right, that opposed to actually being a turtle.
Mike and Ming had talked with Kevin Eastman this past weekend, and from ISO Comics said that Eastman said people were was going a little overboard on the alien thing, taking it too much to heart. It got a little was taken the wrong way.
Yeah.
And he said that initially the ooze is alien based.
Now that is fine, but to just say that they're, because the way like these are just aliens that came down from Earth, and I mean, if that's the case, why change it all? I mean, what is wrong with them just mutating? What's wrong with that concept?
But even still using the ooze being from outer space, it still ruins that little mystique. I mean, because now
because technically, I just go by the cartoons. Like I grew up reading the watching the cartoon. I did not read the Eastman Laird.
Comic,
original comic book. So I mean, even the ooze that came from Krang from Dimension X. So in the cartoon, I mean.
But at the same time,
it's alien ooze.
But at the same time, there's the Daredevil crossover. There's the Daredevil hint that
what do you mean,
that the toxic ooze that caused him blindness. It's been stated in books and stuff that's the same ooze that went down in the sewers.
Don't worry about it.
No, I like that mystique. I don't want them to fucking change it. I think it's stupid.
No.
I think it's stupid.
Like it's that's non-canon.
It doesn't matter.
Well, then
it's still part of history. Just because it's non-canon doesn't mean it's not part of history.
That doesn't make any sense. That just means like you don't have to worry. Don't worry about it.
I am going to worry about it. I like the mystique of it. I just think they shouldn't change it that way.
I will tell you though.
But I think they're too tall.
The general public, even the general nerd public.
Shit about the general public. I'm saying how I feel. Yeah, right. God damn it. Right, Darren? Yeah, that's right. Ooze. But as far as the overall, I think they're a little too tall. but it's okay. I love the outfits. I
Yeah,
love the uniforms. They're grittier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And that's
plus it looks like more like samurai almost.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And of course, there's Megan Fox, whatever. It's April O'Neil. She's great until she opens her mouth. We'll see what happens. I like to see some of the other actors. It's been pretty quiet as far as who else is. Who's acting
here in that movie is
who's the character with the hockey mask?
That's Casey Jones.
Yeah,
I don't know who's playing him.
I'd love to see it. Is he? I don't think has he been confirmed?
Yeah, I think he's in the movie.
Okay.
And I want to say Will Arnett is going to be in the movie as well.
Okay. And there's been pictures released yesterday of Shredder, a closer look of Shredder, and I think
he didn't look that bad.
Cool. No.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he could shred some shit.
Yes. Well,
get some serious
hence
fucking
the name.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of people were, of course, bitching about it.
Right.
But yeah, he doesn't look bad to me.
I mean, I'm gonna go see it in the theater. I won't go.
He kind of looked like from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze movie. That one when Shredder.
It's not a secret anymore. It's from space.
When Shredder like drank the ooze or shot up with the ooze, whatever, he cooked the ooze and then snorted it. I don't know what the hell he did with the ooze, but yeah, he gets all jacked up and super shreddery. So the image that I saw yesterday
kind of looks like that.
That's the first thing that I thought about. I'm like, huh.
Okay. I hope the foot are a little bit better than they are in the comics. They just seem like fodder. They're like stormtroopers. Right. They don't, ping, ping, ping. They don't. Yeah. When you're a ninja, you gotta I want to see some serious fighting. I think that'd be pretty cool.
This is like they were on like the ninja correspondence course. You're not getting a job after this.
They didn't even have belts.
Yeah.
That's funny.
There's just a string tying their pants up.
Other news: Ruffalo confirming that the talks with the Hulk.
Oh yeah,
Solo,
yeah.
But we knew this months ago.
Yeah, but you know what?
Ago.
I actually have to say, our inside source was actually wrong because from the article I read was, he's saying, yeah, Marvel is finally just getting around to saying that they might possibly maybe be interested in considering a Hulk movie. So I mean, it's like they weren't even thinking about it at all.
Remember too. I mean, not to discredit our source, but just remember. We can't always believe exactly 100% what the actor says. Look at Jason Momoa has denied even talking to DC about being Aquaman, even at con panels. And just a couple days ago, he is going to be Aquaman in the Batman versus Superman movie.
Right.
So it's got who knows? Maybe he's allowed to now kind of say we kind of talked about it. I mean, he's signed on for 6 movies. Now we know that those are 6 appearances, and I think he's already used up 2 or 1. No, he used up 1.
Yeah, but do we count Iron Man 3 as
the
second? The post-credit scene on Iron Man 3 is the second film appearance.
So he's used 1 of his 6 so far. So who knows? I don't see why you wouldn't. I think now being in the Avengers, everybody wants to see a Hulk movie.
Well, how well did the first 2 Hulk movies do? Do we want another Hulk movie?
I do. I think I do now.
If we're just going to do another mindless monster, he's on the run from the government the whole time.
Well, exactly not that. I think now when he's a supporting character in Avengers, I think there's a hype for it now. They want to see more of him on screen. But, I know he's getting more screen time on Avengers too.
Okay,
a lot more screen time, as he stated. So,
and I think I mentioned this before. I would, of course, love to see the Peter David. We could do a Peter David Hulk, either the Gray Hulk or the Smart Green Hulk.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would like that. Mr. Fix-It?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like that.
All right, so maybe at the end of Avengers 2, at some point, because didn't we see that, didn't we see something or hear something about Iron Man is going to have his Hulkbuster armor in Avengers 2?
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so say we did hear that. Say that is true, and say at the end of Avengers 2 there's some sort of a falling out between the Hulk and the Avengers. I mean, that has to happen at some point.
Planet Hulk?
No. But what if at one point, Bruce Banner goes back to experimenting, turns himself into, or how did he turn into the Gray Hulk? I forget exactly how.
I don't remember how.
Yeah.
I never read the comics as much. I mean, like you said, not to discredit the character, but if there's not a lot of Bruce Banner, it's just a lot of smash. Right. And okay, I'm flipping. I mean, the art's great, but there isn't any dialogue.
Right.
So I was never a big reader of the comics, so I don't know how he turned back to the Gray Hulk. I know at one point, I think even Rick Jones was the Gray Hulk.
I don't remember.
One point, it was weird.
Yeah. So anyway, let's say whatever happens.
Would you go see it?
Hulk movie turns into the Gray Hulk. He's off on his own now, and he's the man. I'd love to see him as the enforcer in Las Vegas. That'd be great.
Oh my God! Yeah, there you go.
Banging Marlowe.
Would you go see it if you knew the premise wasn't the same running away from the government kind of deal?
Yeah. I mean, I think if we could change the concept. And you know what I'm thinking, too? We have not seen Rick Jones in any Marvel movie yet.
Correct.
Wow.
I wonder why.
Seriously.
Yeah. He's amazing. I mean, we got. Can you compare Rick Jones to Bucky Barnes as a strong supporting character?
He's
a sidekick.
I'd say Rick Jones is stronger than Bucky was.
Because he wasn't just the Hulk's.
I mean, he was the catalyst that formed the Avengers.
Yeah.
He was the guy that, with his little junior brigade, got on the ham radio and started calling around.
I'm wondering if we've even heard the name.
No.
I don't think we have a cameo, nothing.
And I've never even thought about it until just now. Crazy.
Marvel. Don't do what DC's doing. Come on, get on this game. Fix that.
What is the deal?
Rick Jones. Wow, we will be doing a Fanboys Inc. online petition to put Rick Jones in an Avengers movie. I think because he's helped Cap.
Yeah.
He's helped everybody.
He's been everybody's sidekick.
Wow. My mind's kind of blown right now that you just thought of that, going, wow, I'm a huge character like that is not a superhero.
New Hulk movie, Gray Hulk, out in the desert, whatever. We meet Rick Jones. There you go.
I wonder if we'll do another origin. Give us the quick flashback in the montage of the opening and be done with it. You know, nuclear bomb goes off, you see him, and I think that would be fine.
Yeah.
No kidding. I forgot all now. Crap. I forgot all about it. Now I'm like, shit.
You know, you could really
now Avengers wasn't that good of a movie.
you could actually do a really you would have an opportunity to do a really good Hulk movie. You could also do like sort of like this have like an emotional journey of the character. You know, like at the beginning of the movie, you know, he has a falling out with the Avengers after Avengers 2. He's upset, you know, and then there's the emotional journey, and then
he's homeless, and then Rick Jones.
And at one point, and at one point he could transform into the Gray Hulk, and it's him sort of having to deal with how to be the Gray Hulk. And then he meets up with Rick Jones, and then they become best pals, and they go on adventures.
Do you think you confuse the general public from green to gray?
No, not if you do it correctly.
Well, you know, that can be said in any movie,
not
Joe.
If you have, well, right, I know. So easy to say. Not if you have this sort of journey of the character where he transforms.
Okay. All right.
I
like that concept. Write that down. Write that down. In more movie news, we did briefly state this at the Albany Comic-Con. You can check that video out over in our YouTube page. DC announced their movie plans all the way to 2018 on Hollywood Babylon. This past week's new Hollywood Babylon with Kevin Smith and Ralph Garman. Kevin confirmed it.
Huh.
Seemingly confirmed it. As Ralph is going on, because they do movie news, geek news for them, he said they announced it, and Kevin's like, yeah, I know. I've had that list. So Ralph gets pissed, going, really? What are you talking about? I can't talk about it. He says, he's like, really? You couldn't even tell me?
Right.
So as he's going down the list, you can hear Kevin going, yep. Oh, yep. So the list.
What do we have?
We have obviously May 2016. It's going to be Batman v Superman. In July 2016, Shazam. Now we know that The Rock is Black Adam. We'll see who we could get. I wonder if Tom Hardy could be Shazam. Is he beefy enough?
Maybe. I mean, I think
he's pretty.
I think he's a bulky guy.
He's not as big as The Rock, but
that's it. I mean,
he's going to have to work out a little more. But
yeah.
Have you seen Marky Mark? I mean, he can get jacked. He's jacked now.
But I think you'd want somebody tall.
Oh, yeah. Marky Mark would be too small. Yeah, too short. Yeah.
And I think Tom Hardy would be too short. But he did play Bane in the main. I mean, you can make anybody look tall in the movies if you need to.
Lifters in the boots.
Yeah, seriously.
Then Christmas 2016, Sandman from the Vertical line. So I think that's really a unique non-superhero cape-wearing decision. I like that. And then, of course, May 2017 is Justice League. July 2017, I don't know if I 100% believe this or not, Wonder Woman. I don't know. They've been having problems with this before, so who knows if they're going to actually do this.
Maybe it's just wishful thinking.
Now, this is the one that I like the most. Christmas 2017, The Flash / Green Lantern team-up.
Oh, wow. Brave and the Bold?
Yeah, kind of, you know.
Bold and the Beautiful?
Bold and the Beautiful, that's right. The Fast and the Witty.
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, that's right.
If maybe Gardner was.
I think that would be kind of nice. I kind of like that. Two jokesters, you know, it's cocky, both cocky.
Well, it depends on which Green Lantern you would use. I mean,
probably Hal. I think you'd probably stay with Hal.
Yeah.
Your traditional Hal. Now, will it be Ryan Reynolds? Everybody's kind of saying, who knows? He is
God, I hope not.
He does have a 5-movie deal.
Does
with
he
one.
really?
He's still under contract.
Oh, just with Warner Brothers not for DC, not for
right.
DC.
We don't know.
So make a bunch of romantic comedies
right.
or
We don't know if
movie.
it's going to be a GL, if he's contracted for GL. or comic related.
Right.
But he is contract or retainer for 5 more movies with Warner Brothers. And then May 2018 ends with Man of Steel 2.
Huh.
So they're cranking them out. That's a lot of production. They're constantly filming a movie.
Right.
For now till 2018. So that's going to be interesting to see how far that's going to work out for them.
Yep. And see if they can capture the same amount of success that Marvel has done over the last several years.
I don't think so, but I think they're going to have some winners. Minus the Batman franchise.
Right.
Their other DC properties have gone flop. They're flopped. So this could be their chance. I think Sandman could be their closet winner here. It's the cult following. I think that would be one of their biggest grossing. I don't think it'll beat Batman versus Superman, but it's pretty damn close, I think.
I hope that we see cameos by Batman in several of the other DC movies. That'd be awesome.
You want Batman to be Tony Stark?
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad because that's so Batman too. All of a sudden
he just shows up anywhere.
Well, exactly. He just shows up for like 5 minutes and then he's out. The character turns around and then he turns back around and Bats is gone.
Right. That would.
That's so Batman to just.
Shazam? No, I couldn't see him in Shazam or Sandman. Justice League, obviously. Wonder Woman, yes.
Flash Green Lantern, yeah.
Maybe not as Batman, but as Bruce Wayne.
Something like
that.
It's Bruce Wayne. Put him as Batman.
Man of Steel 2. I'm planning on that. I wouldn't see him in that because he's already got Batman versus Superman. But who knows? That might be a little bit overkill. Maybe. Or Man of Steel. If Clark doesn't know Bruce Wayne's secret identity, maybe he makes that appearance and Clark is saying, "Haha, what's going on, Bruce? I know you're Batman or something."
Right.
Darren, what's going on, my son? What's going on, sir?
Hey guys.
What's going
on? Hey Darren, what's up, dude?
Not much. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good.
Did you have a good time at the convention?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. You had a good day too, you said, yeah?
Yeah, good day in sales. Talked to a bunch of people. There was 3 of us working the booth, so only 2 people there at a time, so I got to wander around a lot.
Nice. Yes.
You usually don't get that opportunity, do you?
No. Usually I'm stuck there, so this one was actually
You actually
fun.
Get to talk with our friends and hang out at Artist Alley for a little bit?
Yes. Yeah, nice. Totally.
I picked up an issue of Spawn #1 from you, too, the other day, which I used to have it when I was younger, and I since got rid of it like back in the 90s. And I'm flipping through your books, and I'm like, damn, Spawn #1, like just for that cover alone, brings back so many memories.
Oh, yeah, man. And it's cheap now, too.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt your wallet to grab.
$3, $2?
Yeah, something like that.
It's kind of sad, though, at the same time.
Yeah, that's what you said at the convention, too.
It's kind of sad. Oh.
But, think about it.
That book had a huge print run.
Well, that's it.
It was also selling for big bucks
crazy
back in
90s
the day, too.
Explosion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's nice, though, that I can recapture a little bit of my youth for such an affordable price to help offset this goddamn Mirage Transformer broken motherfucking action figure.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
The hip snap.
This waist, I guess, is so unbelievably fragile. So I was like,
it's got like one spot of glue in the dead center of it.
I know. You look at it; it doesn't even actually look like a joint. It literally just looks like it was like glued together.
For $20 more, Joe, for $20 more, I could fix that for you.
Yeah, right. Did you get this at the con?
Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
All sales are final.
So that's Joe's non-pick of the week.
Oh, dude. I've seen this guy busted in half more than any other figure ever.
Well, that's it. I guess that this guy's notorious.
And that's why it's so rare.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Because people just throw them away.
Yeah.
Now, I know you got some errands to do, but since you're here, you want to talk a little bit about tonight's event?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm really excited.
Yeah?
Sip and Sketch tonight.
We're just going to lay him down.
Yeah, I really don't care.
He's dead.
Take a nap. He's dead. He's dead to me.
Megatron just blasted him in half.
Tonight's event, Sip and Sketch, at 6 o'clock at Gaffney's.
Yeah, really excited. Should be a good time.
What do you got going on? We got the 5-minute sketch that the Comic Depot's kind of like sponsoring that 5-minute sketch session. You want to give a little bit of what goes into that? You were talking with some friends of the Art Jam guys that do these 5-minute sketches just to warm up?
Went to an art jam with some local artists, and they were doing 3-minute sketches.
Oh, 3 minutes?
Yeah, which was not nearly enough time for me because I'm a beginner and I'm not very good.
Right.
What can I do in 3 minutes?
You have to draw quickly.
Yeah.
You pretty much get like
Joe.
Like if you're a beginner, you get like the outline of a head, maybe like some eyes and a nose out of pencil. But somebody that's talented and knows what they're doing.
colored background.
Well, no, they get like a full headshot that's like inked with like a Sharpie, maybe like a little bit of detail in there in 3 minutes. But I figure 5 minutes is good. That gives everybody enough time to get something down.
So. Yep. Nice, and we'll do a couple of those. Batman themed.
Batman family and villains. It's good too. That would start off the event with that. It'll get people kind of interacting and get some art on the tables. And,
Very nice. And what do you got going on today too? Because of tonight's event, we have something special going on today here at the Comic Depot.
Yeah, we're doing an all-day sale today, 20% off everything store-wide except for collectible card games.
Nice. New comics too?
Awesome. New comics too.
Yeah, so guys, if you live in the area, stop listening to us. Turn this off and come on down to the Comic Depot.
Just inside Saratoga Springs at 514 Broadway to meet all your fanboy needs. Didn't I tell you that we weren't going to say that again?
You sucker. You did it, though, didn't you?
You lured him into it.
Like a puppet on strings.
So, yeah, guys, check that. Come on down. Stop listening to us and actually come visit us live. We're going to be here all day. We got gift bags for the Sip and Sketch. First 20 people. Fanboy Inc. Swag, some Marvel swag, and some other little goodies. Some from the Comic Depot. Some 5 lucky winners are going to get something really nice from the Depot. So that's really cool of Darren to do that
Very cool.
for us. We're going to be out. It's sponsored by Larceny Bourbon. So we will be drinking. So that's, Sip and Sketch. That's the whole point. And I think it's going to be fun. We got, who's coming? Paul?
we should do one get blasted and sketch. Like at first it's going to be a sip and sketch, and then at the end it's
maybe it's like hourly it changes my name. So like at around 11 o'clock it's like blasted.
Yeah.
Drink and draw, draw and drunk. Who's coming? We got Paul Hardy.
Yep, Paul's supposed to come.
Yeah. Ron Mars.
I'm not sure about Ron. I haven't talked to him.
Okay.
Ron said he might come.
He said
Christian St. Pierre said he
might try to make it. And of course, our special guest is going to be Mr. Mark McKenna, which will be doing a live podcast, or a podcast from the show. So he'll be able to. It's a Q&A, so he'll be able to ask Mark anything. I think I'm going to ask him about Flight 370. See what his take is on Flight 370, or if he knows where it is.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
Well, everybody wants to know where the Flight 370 is. I want to know what his take is.
What's Flight 370? Is that the Malaysian plane?
Yeah, the plane that disappeared.
That disappeared. Yeah, nobody knows where it is.
That was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, but they're still looking for it.
That's a good stumper.
Yeah, it is.
Open with that.
Yeah, we should. We should.
Don't encourage him, Darren.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my question.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it. Okay, that'll be good. That'll be good. It's still in the news. But yeah, it's a 2-hour event, 6 to 8 at Gaffney's here in Saratoga Springs, New York, to meet all your restaurant needs. But yeah, come on down. Free. There's no cover. It's free of charge. Yep. Remember that, guys. Yep, it's free of charge. So even if you don't, you're not a sketcher, you're not a drawer, come on down for the show. There's going to be a lot of people there. You can meet Paul Harding, like I said. Hopefully Ron will be able to show up, and a couple other people from the industry. Obviously Mark, Nicole Jelnick will be there, so I think that'll be fun.
It'll be very cool.
And of course, myself, Joe, and Darren and the crew will be there. So come on down and check us out at 6 o'clock. What else you got going on today?
I'm gonna go run some errands before the event tonight.
Okay,
cool.
All right. Well, we'll let you go, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Unless you don't want to go, you can stay on if you'd like.
I gotta run. I don't have enough time. Good to see you guys. Have fun.
I'll see you a little later. I'll see you in a little bit. Awesome. That's Darren, the owner here at the Comic Depot. I'm excited for tonight.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. And actually, it seems that a lot of people have been talking about it too, so that's encouraging.
Darren was just saying that he was at Gaffney's last night, and there was people, the staff were
there,
and they're like, "Oh, Mark McKenna! Oh my God, I can't wait to see Mark McKenna! Oh, that's gonna be awesome!" I can just see it now. Nobody's gonna bring pencils and paper. They're gonna bring books to sign, and he's just gonna be signing for the 2 hours. Still not a bad thing. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because he does.
What is the etiquette on that? Would he mind if somebody?
Probably not. I mean, well.
Let's not get crazy.
If you got like 2 or 3 books, maybe. But guy rolling with a dolly.
Yeah.
I got a short box of books here, Mr. McKenna. Could you sign them, please? I'm sure he's fine with that. I wouldn't think he wouldn't be fine with that. He's really good with the fans. He loves the fans.
Right.
I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, maybe. What else you got, big guy? Got some toy news.
You got some toy news?
What'd you pick up today? What's your pull
Well,
list?
let's do the toy news first.
Let's
see.
Since
for 3 weeks I like
always
to
forget it. What's toy news?
I really don't forget it. I just don't want to hear it anymore. No, just kidding.
Right. Let's see. I guess we talked about this a little bit at AlbanyCon, but we can bring this up again on this pod. Mattel and Time Warner have extended the DC license into the future. Great idea. I mean, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Mattel and DC have been teamed up for many years now, so it's nice to see them. Yep, just extend the license. Mattel will not be attending the New York Comic-Con due to a scheduling conflict, but the con-exclusive Goatman will be for sale at San Diego Comic-Con and the PowerCon for $27. And PowerCon is in New York City from September 13th and the 14th. More Mattel news. Have found General Zod and the Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman 3 3/4-inch action figure. Saw him at Toys R Us last week for $14.99. Ouch. But then just saw him at Target the other day for $9.99. So that's a good price. And I have to say,
saw him in the dumpster for $2.99.
No, the paint jobs were nice on these figures.
Yeah.
Nice, good amount of articulation on them. They look good.
Can I step back like 2 bullet points back here?
Yeah, bud.
What would be a scheduling conflict with Marvel not to be at New York City Comic Con?
I mean, Mattel. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
who knows? Maybe they have like some big meetings as far as like, hey, this is the time that we plan out.
It's a big presence on the East Coast, though, wouldn't you think?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we mentioned this on Sunday at the convention as
2
well.
years ago.
Hasbro was not there 2 years ago when you and I went,
yes.
And Mattel was, and so I guess that sometimes that just doesn't work out.
Swap.
Maybe.
Is Mattel really Hasbro? Have we seen them in the same place at the same time?
It's like a superhero identity. Yeah. Right. Mattel, what are you doing here? Hasbro was just here. Where did he go? Let's see. What else do we have? G.I. Joe Collector Club figure subscription service. We found in a couple new figures. Vipra, Hit and Run, and Repeater. Some fan favorites from the late 80s. So that's good. Diamond Select Toys release, Jane Silent Bob Strikes Back figure, Cockknocker retro action figure, San Diego Comic-Con debut. It was originally made in 2001 for the movie's release, but wasn't actually released. So now they're going to get this figure out to the fans. It's going to be 8-inch tall with a cloth costume, retail for $20. Not bad. NECA has an 8-inch retro Leatherface figure coming out from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that'll be released in October. Cloth costume, Leatherface.
No, NECA?
Oh, NECA.
Okay.
Yep.
Did they do
cloth
just statues or articulated?
No, they do a ton of articulated stuff.
Okay.
So cloth costume, I feel that there's almost too much detail in the sculpt, though, for it being a retro figure. And what I think is kind of ironic as well is that it's a toy being made in a retro 70s style for a movie that was made in the 1970s. So it's a nice little throwback, nice little bit of irony.
Can you explain to me what too much articulation or sculpt means in a retro?
Well, the retro figure, think of how these toys look. Think of how your Mego toys look. Think about how Star Wars toys look in the 1970s. The real basic. Yes. So this new one, there was almost just a little bit too much detail in there.
So is it kind of like?
It's almost saying like dumb it down a little.
Okay.
Or yeah.
I understand what you're saying. Okay.
Marvel Select X-Men Days of Future Past Mystique figure coming from Diamond Select Toys. She'll be standing 7 inches tall for $24.99. Slated for release in October. Let's see what else. Hasbro has some new Star Wars stuff. Star Wars 6-inch Han and Greedo in their Cantina Showdown box set. So it's going to be the two of those characters. Nice little displayable box set. It'll be the two of them at the Cantina, and it looks pretty good. So that'll be coming out later this year. And what else was there? There's some big news here, sort of big news. BotCon is this weekend. I want to mention that. BotCon will be June 19th through the 22nd in Pasadena, California. It is the #1 and officially licensed or sponsored Transformers convention. Yeah. So Pasadena, California, man, I hope that BotCon 2015 is going to be somewhere on the West Coast. That'd be terrific. Thanks. Damn. What else do we have?
How come we didn't get press passes for that?
Yeah, right. Diamond Previews. For the first time ever, we'll be offering solicitations for individual Hasbro action figures to retailers, which is terrific. So, like Darren would be able to order for the Cap series. They're offering an AIM Soldier, Red Skull, Captain America, the Cap 2 version of Winter Soldier, Black Widow. Black Widow.
The whole line.
Harder to find right now.
Just looked at those. He was just looking at those.
There you go. So you'll be able to get some of the
Star Wars.
Yeah, anything Hasbro. So Transformers as well. Yeah, Black Series. I hear that for the 6-inch figures, you'll be able to order just individual cases of like Boba Fett or Stormtrooper if you want to. Stormtrooper obviously going to be an army builder and very popular with the fans.
The Jabba the Hutt. Is that already released?
No, that is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Okay. It's being offered at Diamond.
Okay.
So
that's pretty cool. So I think that's fantastic that Hasbro, such a mega giant company, will be offering solicitations to sell those hard to find figures. So these the specialty shop like the Comic Depot will be able to order them and get them in the hands of the fans.
The Captain America ones don't seem. I've seen them, so they're not really that hard to find. Correct.
Well, I'll say this: like the AIM Soldier.
Yes.
He was one of the variants, or he's an army builder as well, so he's harder to find. Yeah, Red Skull I've actually been seeing more recently. I think he's in the repack wave.
I've seen the World War II.
World War II, right? That's not one of the ones that I'm referring to, but the Captain America 2 from the movie, the Winter Soldier from the movie, and the Black Widow from the movie. The Black Widow, like I just mentioned, that's one of the harder.
Well, there's
to find
two
ones.
different caps offered in that line, correct?
I think
that's
the Marvel Now Captain America is going to be
that's
offered.
what I was talking about. Was the Cap 2 version with the straps?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I've seen that still in toys, but that's or stores. That's still pretty cool though. That's I wonder
awesome.
why.
Smart move. It's a
This is something Hasbro approached Diamond to. I would assume Diamond would approach them.
Maybe it's just Hasbro hearing the voice of the fan for so many years, because God forbid a Star Wars fan can't find the toy they're looking for in the stores, then all of a sudden it's just condemnation on the company that made it. Well, goddamn, but if you find too many, then it's goddamn you for making too many. So it's that fine line of the finicky toy collector.
Might hurt your eBay buyers that are raping you in pricing too, as well. If you start putting them in the retail stores,
you'll get,
you get that.
It
so you'll
cuts out on the scalping too, which is a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yep. Now I also have
better
some
take mine down.
6-inch Black Series Star Wars, Anakin Skywalker in Episode 3, Darth Vader, Chewbacca, and a Black Pauldron Sand Trooper. Packaged pics have hit the internet too, and those look nice. It's coming out later this year, and here's the big one. This has me just soaking wet over here. Holy shit. A rare carded salesman sample of an unproduced Droids action figure from 1985, Kleb Zelok, AFA grading of 85. 3 days left on this auction. It is currently $11,000 and climbing. There's 28 bids on this right now. Here's an action figure that
You sold your house, didn't you, to buy that?
I know, right? Here's an action figure that was... we've seen loose prototypes in the action figure worlds, and they're worth money. Because they were never released for a Series 2 of the Droids action, from the Droids cartoon, little Star Wars spin-off Droids cartoon. It was horrible in the 80s. And so this toy actually has its packaging, and it was just meant for the salesman to bring around and just say, here's an example of the toys that we have coming up.
Yeah. Now, what was that grading you mentioned?
So impressive that it's selling for that much money, $11,000 and climbing. The grading, the AFA, I think it's the Action Figure Association.
Don't ask me. I'm
Action
asking
Figure
you.
Authority. It's pretty much the action figure version of the CGC.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's an AFA grading of 85.
Is that out of 100?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's good.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's just, God damn it, I can't believe it. Just freaking floors me. Blew my mind.
Now, can you get your figures? Can you send that to them to grade?
Yep, loose in the package, whatever you want.
Is it worth doing that like it is? Same standards for comics? I mean, you've never sent yours out, have you?
No, I have bought some AFA graded items years ago.
Obviously, the price would be higher than if it was not graded.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I personally didn't care for them.
Okay.
And I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Don't grade them, whatever. That wasn't the reason.
And obviously, there's the added cost too to get it graded and everything.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Just like the CGC as well.
Sure. Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
So I think that's me for toy news.
That's a lot of toy neys.
That's motherfucking
$11,000. Now, how many days are
left?
left?
Zelok
Now,
for
how many days are left
$11,000. There's a couple of days left. 3 days left.
So we could see that go up to 15, maybe.
15. I wonder if it would hit 20. I have no idea. So I will be fascinated to see what this thing lands on, and if somebody actually buys it.
I dare you to bid.
If it was around, if it was like floating around like the $5,000 mark, I would bid on it just as sort of a joke.
$8,000.
Yeah, but now that it's like
now that it's up a joke.
Yeah, now that we're up in $11,000 territory, I'm like, I don't know if this thing would cap out.
I have a question. If you did that for real, okay, let's say you did the $8,000 and nobody else bid, what happens if? Can you say no? How does that work? How does that work? Did they restart the bidding over again?
Yeah, sometimes, or buyers have a chance to offer a second chance option, second chance price to the next highest bidder. Sometimes people buy it, sometimes people don't.
Do you get your
I've offered
hand
them
slapped?
myself. I've been offered them in the past. It depends. If you have a lot of offenses like that on eBay, they might suspend your account.
Okay.
Now, with a situation like this where it's going for so much money,
somebody who drive the price.
I wouldn't want to find how that would shake out. What eBay would do to you, or what this guy would drive to your house and do to you.
That's a lot of money.
I would drive.
Like
somebody was messing with me,
yeah,
and bid it that high and then never pay. Like I would drive to their house and kick their ass.
Okay.
Because I'm a tough guy. Because I'm tough.
Thanks for the.
Tough
toy news. Tough toy news.
I could kill you if you don't buy my toy.
New picks for this week, sir?
My picks for this week.
New pull. Your comics.
New comics. Yeah. Yes. New Avengers number 19.
I'm liking this.
I don't know if it came out this week or last week.
I love how DC and Marvel are in the same book in this series.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's obviously the New Avengers deals with the Illuminati.
Rip-off.
Yeah, but it's not a rip-off. It's an homage.
Are you sure it's an homage?
You're positive, you more. If you didn't pick up on that, shame on you. You should know better.
Homage.
So, anyways,
it's plagiarism.
It's Marvel's. The Illuminati is looking into all these incursions. One world is crashing into the other one and it's destroyed, so they have to save their own world. So, anyways, they have like this little device that lets them look onto other worlds, and now they have pretty much seen, Marvel's little tongue-in-cheek Justice League, and now they are actually having to fight them and see how this all shakes out. So I love it.
It's getting fun again.
Yeah,
it was lagging for a little bit, but I like this.
I've been liking it the whole time because this is the only Marvel book that I'm reading right now. I dropped out of Avengers World. I dropped out of Avengers. I'm not reading Original Sin. It's just this.
All new
Transformers
X-Men.
books. Yeah, I dropped out of all new X-Men. I dropped out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Call me when Michael Bendis actually writes something happening.
Whoa.
I know that was a little too harsh.
Whoa, that's an awesome book.
That was a little unfair. Anyways, my other two books this week, Transformers Robots in Disguise, numbers 29 and 30. I was unlucky enough 2 weeks ago that unfortunately didn't, for some reason, didn't come out here at the Comic Depot, but lucky enough this week, so now I've got 2 issues back-to-back to read.
Nice. Very nice.
So I'm excited about that. It's the little things in life. It's on your tug list, big guy.
Takes me a minute. I'll be right back.
Look exhausted. Yeah, you're back quick. You look exhausted.
Yes. I'm a cheap date. Original Sin, I am reading. Original Sin number 4 of 8 is out today.
How's that going?
I will tell you because I still have to. I didn't read last week's number 3 because I didn't pick up my books. But 1 and 2 are doing. I like it. I love it. The Whodunit. I'm not getting all the tie-ins. How funny that we'd make a Doctor Strange announcement and here's Doctor Strange all over the place.
Yeah, well,
love it. I love it.
I think it's funny too that in this book, Doctor Strange and Frank Castle, the Punisher, are pitted together or teamed up.
It's a nice team up, little,
Yeah. And I think in the last issue,
bullets and magic. How could that not make sense?
I think I was thumbing through the last issue too, and like Winter Soldiers on the Moon. So I don't mind crossovers where it puts people in crazy situations.
He's actually one of the variant covers is the Winter Soldier on the cover.
Oh, okay.
And holding one of the Watcher's eyes. It's pretty cool.
Creepy.
Pretty cool. Uncanny X-Men. Your favorite Bendis. Better write something.
Still reading that one.
I am still reading this one.
What's going on in the book?
This one, it's getting confusing now. I feel like now, remember how we were talking with the X titles? With as many X titles out there, you could kind of, you didn't get confused with everything. Now it's starting to get confusing because now you're having Magic and Cyclops and everybody in 2 or 3 books at a time. They're sending Sentinels after them, but they don't know who's sending it. First they thought it was S.H.I.E.L.D., but S.H.I.E.L.D. is not doing it. And they've confronted S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Beast, Mr. Hank McCoy, in last month's issue, finally figures it out. So in this issue, you're going to find out who is sending the Sentinels to kill the X-Men.
Interesting.
Very interesting. It's not the best of the X titles. Like I said, the All New X-Men is the best title I feel.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that. Green Lanterns, New Guardians. I am. Where's Darren? Dropping this title this week. Just not feeling it. Avengers World. I am reading. I know you're not reading that one. I'm liking the fact that you still have Starbrand and Nightmask, and they're reaching their alternate or future alternate reality selves. His version is a woman, and it's funny. Actually, it's a future.
You said his future self is a woman?
Not future, alternate reality. Is a woman. Actually, no, it is the future somehow because he actually ends up dying and puts the brand on her forehead. And she tells him that because he's like, well, really? Great. Spoilers, I die. So now he knows when he dies. And you still have Nightmask, who's still part of the new universe, Jim Shooter's awesome attempt of a lackluster of books. It's okay. I don't know if I'm going to keep reading it. I'm enjoying it for what it is right now. I love the characters. You got the Black Knight, and he's a villain this time again. Now, didn't he originally come out as a villain in his original incarnation? He was a villain, then he turned good guy. And I believe he was also part of the Avengers for a little while.
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely been part of the Avengers, but I can't remember if he was a good guy.
I think he was a villain. It's funny, Hawkeye was a villain, was a bad guy, and then he joined the Avengers.
Yep. Scarlet Witch takes over.
It's like the work release program.
Yeah. But also I'm seeing Morgana Le Fay seems to be the #1 villain.
Yes, she is. Mysticism.
Let me know how that goes.
Mysticism is all over the place. How hence that they released Doctor Strange, announcement of Doctor Strange news. Avengers 31. Where's Darren?
Oh, womp, womp,
womp. Dropping this one too. Okay. And last week's pull list, or this week, also new Avengers as well. What Joe was just talking about. I kind of, as much as I joked about the homage or the rip-offs of DC characters, I actually enjoy these guys. I like these characters. They're kind of neat, but they're really kind of neat. I like the almost the alternate versions of the Justice League, what we could see in a different reality, and I thought that was kind of cool that they did that.
Yep.
Now I'm wondering, obviously copyright law is a little weird. Some of these are kind of real close.
Yeah, but again, I mean, it's just an homage. Like DC would never go after Marvel.
Right, of course.
I mean, it's
well, we can never say never.
I mean, first off, the Squadron Supreme team that's been around for decades is Marvel's answer to the DC's Justice League.
Oh yeah. Squadron Supreme. Could you say they're like the Crime Syndicate though? The versions of the Crime Syndicate?
No,
too?
They're good guys.
Yeah, I guess. You're looking at one of the original Sin posters, Hulk versus Iron Man. Yeah, very cool.
Good.
Very cool. So yeah, that's my poll list for this week. I got to catch up on last week's reading, just for the fact that we've been busy. Just to give everybody another update. As far as I'm looking at our tweets. I apologize.
Anybody tweet?
Yeah.
You're like, no. Nobody.
Yes. RG says, I'd like to see World War Hulk, but would never happen since no X-Men and Marvel movies. They'd still try to find some way to do it.
Yeah, you could easily do...
You could do it without them.
Wait, the X-Men weren't really involved in World War Hulk.
Yeah.
I mean, there was I think a spin-off.
I think maybe when it's Planet Hulk. No, because
no, there was no X-Men involved in Planet Hulk.
Yeah. Because he was
Silver Surfer was in there.
Yeah, and Beta Ray Bill.
Well, I think Beta Ray Bill was just the animated substituted in the movie. They substituted Silver Surfer for Beta Ray Bill.
You think?
But in the actual comic book, it was Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer. Yes, agreed.
But anyways, as far as I remember,
World War Hulk. I mean, there had to be some. Yeah, the Wolverine was in it.
I don't think so.
It was really part of it as the Avengers.
No, it was more Hulk going after the Illuminati, going after Reed and Tony and Black Bolt.
Yeah. No, I know that.
And Doc Strange for sending him off into space in the first place.
Even if so, it doesn't matter.
He was
I think
pissed.
I think they can change it.
Well, exactly.
Change everything anyway.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be fine. Definitely. Oh, and Ron Mars retweeted a tweet. Mr. Ron Mars? I think it was a Paul Harding tweet. Yes, tonight at Fanboys Inc. event at Gaffney's in Saratoga.
Nice.
With Mr. Mark McKenna. He retweeted.
It's very cool.
And Paul Harding tweeted. Thank you very much for those tweets. Awesome. And once again, 6 to 8 o'clock tonight at Gaffney's in Saratoga Springs, just at the end of Caroline Street. Sip and Sketch event, our very first one, with special guest Mr. Mark McKenna.
Free popcorn.
Really?
Yeah, they have free.
They do have free popcorn.
Maybe somebody wants to buy my Mirage when we get there.
We'll be doing an eBay live auction.
That's right. I'll make you a deal.
I'll
sell it to you for $70.
30 a half, and you got a deal.
Man, this figure's in really nice shape too. Like, it's so clean. The joints are tight, minus the waist, of course. The paint job is great.
You're still really upset about that.
I feel sick to my stomach. I've really been stressing about this.
Not to have you
relive
to relive the actual
moment.
How
did it do it?
But did you? What was your? Is that exactly how it went?
It literally, How did you?
Snap?
I'm rotating the waist to transform back to the car, and I put them away, and literally just snapped. And it's one of those things where I just looked at it and just.
What was the reaction? Really?
That was it. Just I mean, you got to understand, man. I've been collecting vintage toys for so long that
and it's a rare one to get.
Yeah, but I am used to things occasionally breaking, and so when they do, it's just that exhale, and my heart sinks into my stomach, and life just gets a little grayer, and I die a little bit inside. All right, so maybe that's a little overreactionary, man. But
no, I think that's
spot
on.
Hot darn, it's Mirage.
So did you say any? What's your favorite curse word when a toy breaks? That's
right.
What did you like?
No, I was cool. I didn't swear. I mean, I didn't get angry. I got disappointed.
Yeah.
I got disappointed. That's what I got.
All sales are final.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to go back and say I want my money back. That's absurd. But even on eBay,
maybe it was broken. He glued it.
Yeah, right. Even on eBay, though, I was like, all right, maybe if I could I have all the original pieces still. Maybe if I could just find a replacement robot.
Well,
and I think somebody has
a parts piece.
No.
Parts robot?
No, find another, robot that's not broken, but just one without all the pieces. And I think the most inexpensive one of those was like $40.
Okay.
So I'm like,
you have all the pieces already, so
maybe I'll just keep this one and I'll just keep them on my shelf because I'll just leave them like that and I won't ever touch them, and I'll just have my broken Mirage.
It's gonna bother you.
And my broken.
It's gonna
dreams.
bother you every time you look at
it.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. I actively, if I break a figure, like I broke my G.I. Joe 1984 Firefly in the past.
How'd you break?
I think what the hell happened? Like his was putting him on like a figure stand, and his ankle broke. Like literally, like the back of his ankle cracked off.
Wow.
Yeah, because classic old school '80s G.I. Joes are real hard plastic. And I guess in time it gets brittle. I mean, come on, you play with G.I. Joes as a kid. How many times did the thumb or the crotch break off? I know Bob J. Reynolds knows what I'm talking about.
I never had the crotch, but the thumbs.
Yeah.
Thumbs always broke
off. Put a gun in a guy's hand. Yeah. Snap, motherfucker.
Never the crotch, though.
So
what were you doing with the crotch for it to break?
I don't know.
Really?
So anyways, so yes, used to toys breaking, I actively try and replace the broken parts, and there's like that completist mentality to me that I'm like, all right, my collection is not complete until I get this thing replaced. Not for right now, man. Not anytime soon. I mean, the fact that I even just dropped 80 bones on this and it just snapped, like I'm not emotionally and financially
Joe Nub
ready.
Needs your help, and we have a donation button.
There's a Kickstarter we're starting up. Buy Joe another Mirage.
Buy another Mirage. We have a donation button on fanboysinc.com.
That's a great idea.
For donate some money.
Donate
money. If one person donates $40 for Joe to get this on eBay,
awesome.
We'll come to your house.
Now,
eat all your food.
This guy over here looks like he's like, I want to give this guy $40 so he could buy.
No. He's buying bags and boards and comics. No, he's not going to give you $40.
That's a good collector right there. Yes. He's taking care of his collection.
Something I should do.
Yeah, why don't you bag and board your issues, you savage?
My 300 comics on the floor right now?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, I will.
Inexcusable.
I know. I just don't have the time.
Yeah,
I'm making events.
Yeah, right.
And podcasting and going to cons.
Truth.
And signing napkins.
Beverage napkins. We forgot to do some verbal autographs while we were at the Comic-Con as well.
What?
So I guess we could do verbal autographs.
What are verbal autographs?
I love this concept, and I can't believe nobody has gotten on board with this yet.
How do you sell that on eBay?
Well, you can't. Or maybe an audio recording. So a verbal autograph. Joe Nub. That's my verbal autograph.
So we're going to have little flash drives with our verbal autograph.
Whatever.
So it just says Joe Nub.
Keep it in your heart. Keep it close to you. Keep it in your memories.
But what if they don't want Joe Nub? So send your submissions to us saying.
Well, you can't. I can't.
To John.
I can't give Morgan Freeman. I can't say Morgan Freeman.
Well, no, you
can't verbally autograph.
But you verbally personalize it. So send your.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does, because you be to John. Best of luck, Joe Nub.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I like that one. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah. Because I'm here. See, I'm helping you
out.
That was
actually a good one. Yeah. You actually did a good one.
Yeah, see? So send your submissions, and we'll send you a flash drive for $25.
I'll just start throwing out some general ones, so if you want, you could take this for yourself. To Eric, best of luck in 2014, Joe Nub.
To Bob, all the best.
You got Bob. So generic. There's no Bobs anymore.
To Steve, to Mr. Smith.
There you go. Yeah. To John Smith.
Good luck in all your ventures. Fanboys Inc. for life. DW.
To Stacy, I want my stuff back. Joe Nub.
From Stacy. So yeah, for at the donate button for $10, we'll send you a flash.
The verbal autograph.
Verbal autograph. I love that idea.
That's a really good idea.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. Can you imagine seeing one they bought for $25, we do it, and they're selling for like $100.
Well, it's like the show Wait, Don't Tell Me on NPR, and if you are like one of the tiers of awards or prizes that you win is Carl Kessel will call and leave a personalized voicemail on your outgoing message on your phone or your house phone.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, he's pretty fun.
Do that too.
He'll leave some funny ones too. Yeah,
well, I hope so.
We'll do that. That's what we'll do.
Okay, well, we should do that.
We will.
We should do that.
We shall.
And we'll put our pricing up for that for your
the first 5 people to tweet us that they want us to do that. I don't know. Give us your number. Give us access to your stuff, and we'll.
No,
you know what?
For the first 4 people that tweet us, we'll send you a free audio file. Send us your phone number, and we'll record a message for you.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. All right, the first 4 people.
Tweeters.
Four. Well, 5's a little too much.
5 is absurd.
It's absurd. You know.
Cool.
So for the first 4, we'll give out free audio autographs.
All right.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
that's
a good idea.
Cool. Jesus Christ.
Do we have anything else today?
Holy shit, we got 15 tweets.
Oh
what the hell?
God, what the what?
Hold on a second. I'm going to check the old tweeter. Nobody's jumping on it yet, but you know what? It's going to be going like hotcakes. Audio autographs. Love the idea, Mr. Joe Nubb. We are going to patent that.
Cool.
Cool. We did our pick.
What's your pick?
I don't have one yet. There's a few, but we know the non-pick. Do you have a pick?
Yeah. So you know my non-pick, Mirage. Yes. My pick this week.
I'm gonna take him apart, Joe, because he's gonna fall again, and some of the other parts might break.
Yeah, right. My pick this week is another Transformers toy, Transformers Generations Autobot Tailgate and Groundbuster. Came out, just found it Monday, the day after the Comic-Con. Brand new, just came out. Tailgate is loosely based on his appearance in the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye comic series, so you know how much I love that damn show, or damn comic, so any awesome figures made based on those versions, I'm picking up. So I got
very
this guy.
Simple,
very simple design. This is the Scout class of Transformers offering. So it's only $9.99. You get 2 robots though. You get the main robot and then a smaller robot who is a robot, a vehicle, and also has a weapon mode. So a triple changer. Get the fuck out of here.
What do you mean? What, it goes from what to what?
Transformed from a little bulldozer to a robot to the main figure's weapon.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, so not bad. You're getting your good value, good play value, $9.99. I found mine at Target.
Is that a sale price or is that a...
No, that's just the regular the retail price.
That's not bad.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a pretty darn good price. So my pick this week, Tailgates. And actually I have another pick too.
You're stealing my pick.
Since you don't have a pick, I'll give you another pick.
Go ahead.
Sherlock. Watch the BBC series with Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch.
I've heard a lot of good things about that. How was it?
I plowed through those episodes like
Debbie does Dallas porn videos.
Like
what?
Bulldozer to
what?
Tilled Earth. No, man. But seriously.
Sean Murphy, our fan
fucking
Sean.
Good show, man.
He says he's watched it and plowed through the season as well.
It
was really
real good.
Yeah?
Caught him on Netflix. Bob J. Reynolds has given me access to his Netflix account. Thanks, buddy. And there's only 3 seasons.
Yes, thank you.
They just recently put the 3rd season on Netflix, and the actual seasons are only like 3 episodes each, but each episode is about an hour and a half long each.
Okay.
And they're good, man. Benedict Cumberbatch, Martin Freeman, they do such a good job.
Doctor
They're such
Strange?
a dynamic. No, Martin Freeman, Bilbo Baggins.
No, I know.
Oh, yeah, and Benedict Cumberbatch, yes, of course, is being considered for the role, or rumored to be considered for the role of Doctor Strange.
Think he could do it?
And he was also Khan in Star Trek Into Darkness.
Yes, okay. Do you think he could do Doc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. I personally, I don't want
him acting in Sherlock.
Yeah,
could you see that?
I don't want to see him as Doctor Strange. But
take it easy. Have a good day.
Yeah, he could probably do Doctor Strange. You know, he's popular and he's British, but Doctor Strange isn't British.
Right.
I don't know if Benedict Cumberbatch can do it.
Well, we've never really heard Doc
voice.
Strange talk.
Of course, he's American. He's American.
American? Who would you want? Don't say Johnny Depp, please.
No. Johnny Depp has the look, but we talked about it before.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's just too Johnny Depp.
Correct.
Oh, I don't know. I can't even think about it. I can't even give you a good...
Tom Hardy would be too big.
I don't think Tom Hardy is not even close to the right choice.
I wish they would go with an older actor, but I understand why they're not.
Yeah,
obviously,
you want Liam Neeson.
Yeah, if the franchise keeps going, I mean, he's going to be dead.
No.
Well, he'll be old.
Right.
You know, so you want a younger person.
But I mean, let's think about it. Liam Neeson is doing a ton of action movies
he's
now.
He's doing Taken 3 right now.
Yeah, over the last several years. So, and how many Doc Strange movies do you really think that Marvel has in them? Probably not that many.
Well, Ruffalo did sign a 6-appearance deal. Now we could still do that with Doc Strange, but not a full solo movie.
All right. So my point is, even if over the next 5 or 6 years,
I think
Liam Neeson does a 5 or 6 picture deal,
he could do it.
Yeah,
I think so. What do you think of him, though?
I was against it at first, but I would take him over Cumberbatch.
Okay. Well, why? Just because?
I think it's just the necessity of the character having a little bit more of that gravitas that you're looking for. You know, the more maturity.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because
being
he is one of the
burdened with
older characters in the Marvel U.
Right.
He looks a lot. He's a lot older than he looks.
He's got the white stripes on the side of his head.
Reed Richards. Well, we've seen
Which,
that being painted.
You know what? We got to do. You know, because in the Fantastic Four movie, they never quite did it correctly. You know,
it was
never
barely
looked
there.
good.
It was barely there.
Yeah, like I
want
it
more
distinguished.
Blonde. Yes, exactly.
I want it obnoxious.
And the goatee, we already know what he looks like with the goatee. You know, when he was Raj.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of the look right there. So we'll see. I don't really have a pick. I apologize.
I just covered your pick.
Oh, you did my pick too? Okay.
I gave 2 picks on a non-pick this week. So
thank you, Joe Nub, for covering my ass.
And you're also gonna pick comic book. You're gonna pick New Guardians.
No.
You're not gonna cancel it.
Yeah, right. No, it's done. It's scratched off the list. I gotta cut the pull list down a little bit here. It's getting a little. It's getting a little nuts.
I think that's it for us this week.
Yeah. My pick is come to the event.
Yeah.
Come tonight.
Sip and sketch.
6 to 8 at Gaffney's here in Saratoga Springs on Caroline Street. Special guest Mark McKenna.
Very cool.
Also, guys, start putting on your con dates. We just confirmed last week. I will be at the Baltimore Con, September 5th, 6th, and 7th, 3-day con. I will be at the Unit 5 booth. So we'll be podcasting live there, or I'll be podcasting live there Saturday of the show. Look for some more interviews and some more connectivity. It's awesome because I've wanted to go to Baltimore. They've got a great lineup. We'll give, as it gets a little closer, we'll give up some of the lineup and see if we can get some of the guests on our pod as a pre-interview before we meet up with them at the con. I think that'd be pretty cool. Granite State Con, Rhode Island Con. What do I want to say? Brain dead. Confirmed for. Yeah, that too. We'll be going there. And, of course, New York City Comic-Con with myself and Unit 5 and Comic Head.
Nice.
Brian
Very
Farrell
cool.
will be there.
Very cool.
So the con season's looking good for us. We've got a bunch of other little events that we'll be telling you guys about. And, so we got to get ready for our event. I got to finish stuffing some gift bags.
Nice.
And, I think that's it.
All right.
Live here from the Comic Depot, just inside Saratoga Springs, 514 Broadway, to meet all your fanboy needs.
Later, nerds.
Peace.